Today my holding tank for my well has died. You can see how rusty it is. For years it had like condensation and stuff dripping down and off it from some pipes that weren't insulated properly. And it even rotted away the bottom support corner of it, causing me to put a can under it to hold it upright. It's never leaked before, but this morning I came down here and water was just gushing out the back of it. It sprang a leak and the water's gushing out and flooded the whole basement here. So we went to Home Depot and I bought a new tank. It was similar in size to this. It was $160, which really isn't bad at all. A different brand. Yeah, Home Depot is the only store near me, and they sell a different brand of tank. And for $159, it wasn't bad, or whatever the price was. It's set up the same as this, same dimensions, single pipe coming out the bottom, just like most pressure tanks have. And this should be pretty easy to change. And then the first step is going to be to, let me get a pointer here so I can show you. The first step is going to be to, we've already turned the power off to the controller, and we'll probably have to take the plastic cover off and remove the wires from both sides so that I can spin that controller and get it off out of the pipe. There's also the main pipe that feeds into the controller right here. That's going to have to be cut off probably with my Sawzall. And then the outgoing pipe to the house water lines will have to be replumbed, along with the plastic pipe here coming up from the outdoor well will have to be reattached to the manifold pipe as well. And I bought all new piping and a new manifold and a new pressure gauge, so everything is new. Should be easy to do. Probably take me a couple hours because honestly plumbing is not really my thing, but when you got to do it, you got to get it done, right? It was either that or probably spend $700 or $800 for a plumber to come out and do it. Well, let's get started, shall we? It seemed easier to set the new tank up and put all the attachments on it before sliding it down in place in the basement. So I installed the manifold pipe, and then to the manifold pipe I installed the pressure gauge, the pop-off relief valve, and the control switch. And I'm still have to install the drain valve. I got a 1/2-inch turn drain valve, a screw down type. You can get a 1/4 turn on and off, quick on and off. You can get ball valves. But for a water tank, you know, there's really no need to go with something real fancy because you're rarely going to open it unless you have to drain your whole system down for some reason. And there we go. There's everything all set up and ready to function. Now all I have to do is take the side caps off and put some elbows on here to connect to the existing piping. I'm guessing this would have been a $600 to $800 job if a plumber would have came out. All done. The whole project took me about 3 hours, maybe a little over 3 hours. And that was because I didn't know where half my tools were and running back and forth. And I did have to make a couple trips to the store. Look how rotted and rusty this is. Like I say, at one point we had a lot of condensation issues from some pipes that weren't insulated well. And it ran down on here and rotted away the ring on bottom. And then finally, the elbow on the bottom just blew out. And that's where the water was coming from. And while I was fixing it, this is the line that comes in from the submersible pump. And it curves and goes into the manifold valve on the front. Look what this on the bottom of the side. Got a hole right there. Can you believe that? Look at that. And it wasn't a hole, it was like just a soft spot, and I pushed on it and it popped right through. So it wasn't going to be long before that was going to leak too. Thanks for watching and have a great day. See you soon.